Hello, good morning, aspirants. Welcome to 15 Minutes Current Affairs Capsule for 2nd of September. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss all the important things that happened on 2nd of September so that we are updated with our current affairs preparation. I am Vaibhav Prakash, a National Law University Ranchi alumnus of 2016 batch, have trained more than 2000 plus students for law entrance examinations by now, and have been training students since my final year of law school. And in this video, we will quickly look at all the important current affairs that happened on 2nd of September. Alright, the first important news worth knowing is that Indian Army is going to participate in an exercise called Zapad 2021. Now, Zapad is a multi-nation exercise which will be held at Nizhny in Russia from 13th to 16th of September. And the Indian Army is going to participate in this Zapad 2021 exercise. It's a theater level exercise of the Russian armed forces, which will primarily focus upon operations against terrorists. And not just India and Russia, but over a dozen countries from Eurasia, Europe and Asia, and South Asian regions, will be participating in this event. Now, this exercise's objective is to enhance military and strategic ties and relations amongst the participating nations, where they plan to execute the exercise and also plan to execute if in case there arises a situation where there has to be a coordination uh, in a real time world, in a real time situation. If need be, the countries will be prepared to help each other out in cases of operations against terrorists or something of that sort, basically to protect national sovereignty of the nation. Second is India's economic growth has seen a good upward movement, and you know in the first quarter, it has gone up by 20.1%. Last year, because of the entire lockdown, for the entire year lockdown, it became very difficult. The situation and the economy actually crumbled and came down. India's GDP contracted by 7.3%, whereas the entire world saw its economy crumbling down. Uh, it was no exception for India as well. Uh, a massive growth is what we have seen in the first quarter when we look at the economy compared to the other nations of the world. In the previous quarter, हमारा जो economy है that had grown by 1.6%. तो लास्ट क्वार्टर और अभी के क्वार्टर में क्वार्टर लाइक हर 3 महीने का ऐसा बाइफर्केशन होता है. सो अगर आप लास्ट 3 मंथ्स लाइक लास्ट क्वार्टर का देखोगे तो वहाँ पे ग्रोथ जो है वो काफ़ी स्लो थी. अभी इस पीरियड में हमारा ग्रोथ जो है वो काफ़ी तेज़ जंप किया है. अप्रैल टू जून के क्वार्टर में 20.1% से वी हैव seen a sharp movement as against a 24.4% contraction. इतना इकोनॉमी हमारी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट की थी 24.4% से अप्रैल टू जून इन 2020. सो एक साल के अंदर ही अगर आप देखोगे तो काफ़ी हद तक इकोनॉमी जो है वो हमारी इंडियन इकोनॉमी जो है थोड़ी रिकवरी के स्टेज पे जो है वो जा रही है. इट्स गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द इकोनॉमिक प्रोग्रेशन एंड ग्रोथ. Continuing this, Morgan Stanley has retained India's GDP growth estimate at 10.5% for the financial year 2022. So the Investment Bank of America, which is Morgan Stanley, इसने predict किया है upon its research and predictions that India's GDP growth rate is going to be at somewhere around 10.5% for 21-22, the financial year 22. And it is going to move into positive territory on a 2-year compound annual growth rate basis. CAGR मतलब CAGR basis का मतलब होता है compound annual growth rate basis. सितंबर क्वार्टर से अगर आप देखोगे तो वहाँ से हमारा पॉजिटिव टेरिटरी में जीडीपी ग्रोथ रेट चला जाएगा. दैट इज व्हाट इज द प्रेडिक्शन ऑफ मॉर्गन स्टैनली बेसिंग अपॉन all the complex research, market study, analysis that these investment banks do. The GDP grew by 20.1% year on year in a quarter ending June. John we just discussed here on a 2-year compound annual growth rate basis. The GDP contracted by 4.7% in June quarter versus a plus 2.3% in March quarter of the last year. तो लास्ट ईयर के कंपैरिजन में जब तक पैंडेमिक हिट नहीं किया था और जब तक हमारे वी हैड नॉट इम्पोज्ड लॉकडाउन, तब तक इट वाज in the positive direction. But उसके बाद से तो our economy has only come down, and it is not just our economy but the world economy has come down because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So अभी recovery rate पे जो है उसमें अगर देखेंगे हम तो yes, this is a positive sign that the American Investment Bank is saying that India's growth estimate is going to be in the positive direction by around 10.5% for 22 financial year. If we look at the GST collections in August, then that also happened, though it was a little less than what we collected in the month of July, but almost a similar amount of money has been collected as part of GST in August. So 1.12 lakh crore has been collected as goods and services taxes. Some 20 odd thousand crores for central government, 26 odd thousand crores for state government taxes, and then some 56 odd crores for as integrated GST for both central and state. So इस तरीके से करके we reached 1.2 lakh crore collection for goods and services taxes, which is 30% higher than the collection in the same in the same month August 2020 में हमने इससे 30% less collect किया था, because again like we said, 2020 was completely a complete lockdown, so businesses were shut, operations were not happening, so the economy came down, so the collection also of GST was very less. But compared to 1 year, uh, we have seen a 30% jump in the collection of goods and services taxes in August 2021. Though in July we collected 1.16 lakh crore, it's slightly lesser than what we collected in July, but then again, it's still on a recovery phase, so not a bad sign, to be honest. IIT Ropar, IIT Kanpur, and Faculty of Management Studies, Delhi University. All three universities have jointly launched a very interesting plant-based smart air purifier. Uh, इसका नाम You Breathe Life है. This will boost air purification process in indoor spaces like hospitals, schools, offices, and homes. ये वर्ल्ड का फर्स्ट स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट स्मार्ट बायोफिल्टर है दैट कैन मेक ब्रीदिंग वेरी फ्रेश, एंड दिस टेक्नोलॉजी वर्क्स थ्रू एयर प्यूरिफाइंग नेचुरल लीफी प्लांट्स. जहाँ भी आप इसको रखते हो, इट इंटरैक्ट द रूम एयर इंटरैक्ट्स विद द एयर एंड गोज टू द सॉइल रूट जोन, जहाँ पे कि मैक्सिमम पॉल्यूटेंट्स जो हैं वो प्यूरिफाई हो जाते हैं, एंड देन यू गेट एंड व्हाट यू गेट इन रिटर्न इज द purified air for that indoor space. So this is a very You Breathe Life is a very interesting development that has happened. A smart air purifier, world's first state of the art smart biofilter, which has been developed by IIT Ropar, IIT Kanpur, and Faculty of Management Study, FMS, Delhi University. So all three of them combined have come up with this interesting innovation. Ayush Minister has launched YBreak App. So Mr. Sarbanda Sonowal has launched YBreak Yoga Protocol mobile application in New Delhi. ये app has been developed by Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga. ये ऐप जो है हमारे आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव जो 30th अगस्त से 5th सितंबर तक चल रहा है, उसी को कमोमरेट करने के लिए उसी के कमोमरेशन में ये ऐप जो है लॉन्च किया गया है. दिस योगा ब्रेक ऐप इज अ यूनिक 5-minute योगा प्रोटोकॉल ऐप जो कि वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए डिजाइन किया गया है, सो दैट दे कैन इन 5 minutes दे कैन de-stress, refresh themselves and refocus on their workplace, increase their productivity, and it consists of all the asanas, pranayam, and doing the meditation thing. So in 5 minutes, you get the working professionals get all the or can remove all the stress that they have. So YBreak Yoga Break is the mobile application that has been launched by the Union Minister for Ayush Ministry, Mr. Sarbanada Sonowal. ठीक है, so this was important update. Now, before we go on to the next segment, let me very quickly run you through the features that Unacademy has to offer. Interactive classes where you can interact by raising your hand and speaking and to your educator during the live classes. You have unlimited quizzes. You can attend live as well as recorded anytime, anywhere. You have the opportunity of learning from the best educators and National Law University alumni. There are weekly events, with respect to strategies, NLU experiences, etc., etc. And then, you also have access to national mock tests and sectional tests. Moving on, there are multiple batches that have been added, or we have started off with different batches जो कि आप join कर सकते हो. इस video के description में you will get about the details of the batches as well. Uh, you get you get hand raise features, voice solutions, mock tests, sectional tests, monthly current affairs and GK compendium, and everything, and all your entire study of all the 5 subjects for all the law entrance examinations is something which is covered in these batches, right? So we also have a beginners batch for CLAT 2023 students. And whenever you decide to go ahead with your plus subscription, what you can do is you can use my uh, you can use my subscription code, which is VAI10, जो कि मेरे initials नाम का initial first 3 alphabets है, and you get an additional 10% discount. If there is going to be a price hike at Unacademy, so CLAT 22-23 aspirants, please go and make the most of the ongoing offers, and don't forget to use my subscription code. There are quiz features that you can join with your friends. You can launch your own quizzes as well as you can take part in the quizzes launched by educators. And if in case you find something inappropriate in the video, you can also report by filling up the form by going into the description of this video. There are multiple tests which you can be a part of, which you can start taking on a regular basis, which is open for everyone. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Go and create a and go and create your Unacademy student profile. Now, moving on to the other news, Ramon Magsaysay Award for 2021 names have been announced. So uh, this is going to be like formally this will be awarded during the November 28th event at the Ramon Magsaysay Center in Manila. The awardees are Dr. Firdausi Qadri from Bangladesh, Mohammad Amjad Saqib from Pakistan, Philippines Fisheries and Community Environmentalist Roberto Ballon, American citizen Stephen Munsi, who works for humanitarian work and refugee crisis, and Indonesian watchdog for investigative journalism. So all these people and Watchdog, which is an organization, which is a journalistic paper, news agency, have been awarded Ramon Magsaysay Award for 2021. 2nd September was 2nd September is celebrated or is observed as World Coconut Day every year since 2009. It is observed for promoting this tropical fruit and bringing awareness regarding its health benefits. The theme for World Coconut Day 2021 is building a safe, inclusive, resilient, sustainable coconut community amid COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. So ये थोड़ा सा याद रखने लायक है, थोड़ा लंबा थीम है, but that is important or could be a question that can be asked. World Coconut Day also commemorates the formation of Asian Pacific Coconut Community (APCC), जिसका कि aim था to promote, coordinate and harmonize all activities of the coconut industry. So 2nd September, World Coconut Day is something which needs to be remembered. India hosted 8th meeting of agricultural experts of BIMSTEC countries. BIMSTEC is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. So ये basically coordination for different industries के लिए एक regional level एक regional level association है different countries का, और इसका 8th मीटिंग ऑफ एग्रीकल्चरल एक्सपर्ट्स जो है वो इंडिया ने होस्ट किया थ्रू वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग. The meeting was chaired by Dr. Trilochan Mahapatra, who is the Secretary, Department of Agriculture, Research and Education. and Director General of ICAR. BIMSTEC जो है सेवन मेंबर नेशंस का एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है which includes Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, म्यांमार एंड थाईलैंड. ठीक है, तो ये 7 नेशंस हैं जो कि बिम्स्टेक का पार्ट है. एंड ड्यूरिंग दिस मीट what was highlighted was the United Nations Food System Summit 2021 and उसके transformational aspects that are happening across agriculture and food systems globally. ठीक है. IRS officer JB Mohapatra has been appointed as CBDT chairman. Central Board of Direct Taxes के chairman has been appointed as JB Mohapatra, and he has already served as acting chairman of this Central Board of Direct Taxes. Direct taxes मतलब income tax होता है. Indirect taxes जो होते हैं वो तुम्हारे like GST is an indirect tax for that matter. ठीक है. So he's a 1985 batch IRS officer, and he has been given additional charge of CBDT after the present the present incumbent PC Modi ended his tenure this year in the month of May. And earlier, Mr. Mohapatra has served as the principal chief commissioner of income tax for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region. तो अभी उनको CBDT का chairman appoint किया गया है. Sri Lanka has declared food emergency क्योंकि उनका foreign exchange का crisis बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया है. The private banks have run out of foreign exchange to finance any imports. The president of Sri Lanka, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, has ordered emergency regulations to counter hoarding of sugar, rice, and other essential commodities of food. Sri Lankan rupee has fallen by 7.5% against the US dollar this year, and government has increased the penalties for food hoarding. COVID का crisis बहुत ज़्यादा है. Every day around 200 people are dying in Sri Lanka because of COVID. The economy is shrunk, and people are hoarding. So food crisis हो गया है. Like for example, like edible oils and turmeric जो कि काफ़ी essential commodity है Sri Lankan cuisines में, जो कि locally लोग यूज़ करते हैं, उसके ऊपर भी import ban कर दिया है Sri Lanka ने, because they don't want to lose out on any other of whatever little foreign exchange that they are left with. So there's a food emergency crisis that Sri Lanka is facing right now. Assam cabinet has decided to remove Rajiv Gandhi's name from Orang National Park. So Rajiv Gandhi जो हमारे ex prime minister थे, उनके नाम को ड्रॉप किया जा रहा है. असम कैबिनेट ने डिसाइड किया है कि उनके नाम को ड्रॉप कर दिया जाएगा फ्रॉम ओरांग नेशनल पार्क. सो अर्लियर इट वाज नोन एज राजीव गांधी ओरांग नेशनल पार्क. नाउ it will just be named as Orang National Park, because Orang is associated with the sentiments of Adivasis and Tea tribe community of Assam. So in order to give more respect to the community, they have decided to just drop off Rajiv Gandhi's name. This national park Orang National Park is located on the north bank of Brahmaputra River, spread over 78.80, around 79 square kilometers, and is the oldest forest reserve of Assam. And it was named a wildlife sanctuary in 1985, but thereafter was declared as a national park in 1999. So these were some very important news that we needed to cover from 2nd of September. Don't forget to follow me on Unacademy platform. This video के description में आपको मेरा Unacademy link मिल जाएगा. So do create your profile and follow me there, so that whenever I schedule a special class, you will never miss and you'll get a notification. I'm planning a special class today itself regarding practice marathon of contracts law. It will be very interactive. Polls get through, we'll solve questions. You get to download all the lecture notes, and you can attend it anytime and anywhere. Don't also forget to subscribe to Unacademy Law YouTube channel. Like this video, share it with your friends and family, so that everyone gets to know about the important news जो हमको आजकल के टाइम में generally मिल नहीं पाता है, because there are so much of chaos that is going on. So share it with your friends and family as well, so that they get to know all the important things that are happening in the world, worth knowing. Also, don't forget to join the community channel on Telegram, Unacademy Law, जहाँ पे not just I but other educators also keep posting their class links and class schedules. तो आप वहाँ से कोई भी classes जो है वो आके attend कर सकते हो. Also, don't forget to use VAI10 to get a 10% off on your Plus subscription. On that note, I would thank you so very much for joining in. I hope you got to learn a lot of things, all the important things from 2nd of September. See you again tomorrow. Until then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye. This is Vaibhav Prakash signing off.